Let's talk about violation of a fiduciary duty if someone spends money, community property money, on a lover. Most recent case in Los Angeles where husband spent a lot of money, I believe $5 million on his girlfriend, and wife sued the girlfriend and was able to recover half of the money, meaning if all money, $5 million, was community property that he spent on her, then half was wife's money, and wife was able to get that money from the mistress. How it works. Violation of fiduciary duty in family law has a lot of consequences. First of all, what is community property law? Or what is community property? Any money that spouses accumulate during the marriage that comes from their personal efforts is community property money, meaning not separate. Separate is day before the marriage or after the date of separation. Even if the investment produced interest, that's still separate. So I'm talking about community property money. There has been a scandal in Los Angeles where husband spent $5 million on his mistress, and wife was able to get half of it from the mistress. I'm not sure why wife went after the mistress if she could have gotten the same amount of money from husband's separate property. But that aside, if husband in that case spent $5 million of community property money, that is a violation of fiduciary duty, and the court, if the wife can prove that he did it with malice and oppression, meaning he knew that he's not supposed to do it and he did it anyway without her consent, which spending on a lover would be the case, then wife could get from husband potentially 100% of the money if she can prove malice and oppression and intent. That's Family Code Section 1101G. And also, basically she would get, if he spent $5 million on a mistress, she would get $5 million back to her, not half, full amount, and attorney's fees. So that's how court and legislature would punish someone who would impair community property money without someone's consent. The difficulty is, for example, if someone spends a lot of little amounts throughout the marriage on, let's say, prostitutes, which of course wife would not agree, that is hard to prove because wife has the burden of proof that he spent that money on prostitutes. So if it goes to one person and she can prove that a particular person is a mistress, that's of course easy. But if you have 100 prostitutes, it becomes really difficult because then you have to do discovery, send out to husband. He has to identify all these people, and potentially he could lie, and then you have to go after each of the person, woman or man, to figure out if that person was truly a mistress, prostitute, basically a person who was not would have been approved by the spouse to receive money. And in that case, a lot of money went into litigation. So these type of cases can cost hundreds, if not $1.5 million easily on litigation costs to retrieve the money. So the moral of the story, if someone is planning to spend money on someone who wife or husband would not approve, do it from a proven separate property money, meaning from the account where after date of separation, where salary is being received, and salary meaning W-2 income, meaning not income that comes from community investment. So if in venture capital cases that becomes difficult, in regular W-2 employment, someone will receive salary based on their performance. Everything else could be potentially lingering community property pending accounting. So this issue of community property impairment is really, really important to remember, to get the spouse's consent in writing before spending. Otherwise, the person who is violating fiduciary duty would be paying potentially a lot, not only 50% of what has been impaired, but 100% plus attorney's fees. So If you have any questions, link them down in the comment section below, or call me for a consultation, and I will see you soon. Bye.